Hey, Hershey Free, this is George Davis, and I wanted to give you a heads up about this weekend here at our church. This weekend, with the start of a new month, we're also starting a new sermon series, and it's entitled Live Well. Over the next 4 weeks, we're going to talk about the biblical vision of living well, and we're going to think about living from 4 dimensions: living well relationally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And in some ways, this series actually flows out of something we saw in our Colossians series. Because remember when Paul talks about living out our identity as followers of Christ, living well, he says there's certain things we need to put off and certain things we need to put on. So throughout this series, as we talk about each of these dimensions of living well, I'm going to come back to 2 questions. And I'm really going to ask you to ask yourself these 2 questions throughout the series. And those questions are these. Have I, particularly over the last year and a half, developed bad habits that I need to lose? And second, are there certain good habits in each of these areas that I need to develop? So I hope you're going to join us either in person or online as we start this series this weekend. And more importantly, it's really my hope and prayer that as we go through this series, it really is an encouragement to you to live well according to God's vision for human flourishing.